For a challenge, I joined the pirates in Starsector to make them great again, and through exploration and exploitation, I helped them upgrade their ships. Alas, the pirates cannot go to war if they don't even know how to properly cobble together said new ships, for that war would end badly. So once again, I have to step in and find a way to improve the quality of their orbital facilities, and the only proper way to do that is of course the pirate way. Now you can actually get some cheap marines from Karas, which is exactly where we were headed to sell our cores. As for the heavy armaments, our friends at Lucifron from the Legio has them. And now you might be asking, but why do we need these things, right? Well, we need them if we were to make pirates, well, even greater. As it stands right now, the pirates, when they want to make ship hulls, they're terrible at it. And they can only really do it at Arigato, where they have orbital works, and Captain Star Works, where they also have orbital works. But if you are to make good ships, good ship hulls, you need nanoforges. Now, there are only 4 pristine nanoforges like Chicomostok, Nova Capitalis, Civi, and Lucifren. There's no way we can take on any of these yet. But there are some places, like this independent Swarog system, that has a corrupted nanoforge at least. Yeah, that one isn't that good, but these guys are kinda very much alone down here. So it would be indeed a shame if we didn't buy some of these extra marines these guys have for sale over here and start preparing for a siege. Oh, and since we need heavy armaments, these guys, the Imperium, are handling some of them. I have 2 Sebastises and they're still fleeing from me. Love that. That tells me we're doing something right. Unfortunately, this is too demodded for me to recover, but I will gladly recover your 84 heavy armaments. There's also a Persian League that wants us to turn on our comms. We're not gonna do that. But now they're fleeing. Isn't that unfortunate? Oh, that apparently made Hegemony once again no longer hostile to me. This is fun. And there's another Persian League patrol fleeing from me. Oh, that also leveled up our technical officer. Unfortunately, the final 2 points here are not something that interests me, because it's automated ships and the neural link. We might have to switch the technical guy out at some point. In any case, I just wanted to visit the pirates here, because at the time of me wanting to visit them, they needed recreational drugs. They no longer need them, so I guess this was kind of pointless. Never mind then, we're gonna have to go to the corpse station as is tradition. Oh, and I see a Valkyrian convoy there delivering marines. Oh, somebody already attacked them. Luddic Path? No. I guess I can join the Pathers, as there's no marines here. I guess they all died, we just got food. And it looks like that all of these extra battles got us some nice XP. I can actually build in ITU into my Legion. You know what? Sure, why not? As for this Sebastos, we can actually build in the Imperial Elite package. That is gonna give us a bit of a penalty. It's gonna cost 3 more DP, but it's gonna give us so many points back that I think that that's kind of worth it. Now, next thing I want to do is go to Lucifron, because everybody agreed that, yeah, we can get Legio ships if you want to, especially now that we are very much favorable with the agent of the Black Watch. But first, we're just gonna quickly stop over here. We got a mission from our pirate friends for a dead drop. Ah, there it is. That was very easy. We're gonna stop at Lucifron first, and since we have 6 prisoners, we're gonna just boost our reputation with them all the way up to 74. Legio has one of the cheaper heavy armaments, so we're gonna just buy a bunch of them. If we are to do some invading, we're gonna need stuff like that. And the reason why we're not gonna be buying anything in here is because I was led to believe that there is something we could find in the Rubicon star system. Where though? I have no idea. So we'll just send it and search the whole place. There are some little debris fields, so I guess we can check these first. What is up? There's an eagle. It's a Night Watch eagle, but it's very, very heavily demodded. Well, it would be cool to have. I don't think we're gonna take it. There's also a Night Watch falcon. This one has a bit less demods, but I don't think we need any cruisers for as it is. Oh, there's yet another falcon with even more demods. And if I knew how much stuff there's gonna be around here, I would go here earlier. Well, I spent so long flying around here that the bounty hunters caught up to me. Luckily, the bounty hunters are sending Sunders up front, so that's not gonna end well for them. Actually, that's not ending well for that ship of mine. Good thing we got reckless officers, right? But eventually, our strike fleets are gonna win out against these guys. Also, I might have rammed my own ship, which didn't go that well. Now, only their Sky Splitter really remains, so we're gonna go for those, and hopefully this time around I can actually recover it like I wanted before. That is always a fun ship to have. Now give me back my Cestus and my Praetorian who died, and we actually can get the Sky Splitter. It's got plenty of D-mods and it's got built-in expanded missile racks. Now that gave us a bunch of extra pirate favorability, which means we are now at the last point here. I am very important now, thank you. I'm glad the pirates can recognize that. I'm also pretty sure the Hraelsvager cost us 600 bonds, which means we now have enough to get one. I was hoping to find more than eagles and falcons in here, but maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. I outfitted the Sky Splitter with what we had, which was basically just hills, some gravitons, HVDs here in the back, kneecappers, basically all the cool things, some talent interceptors. Yeah, it's got lots of D-mods, but eventually it's probably gonna be useful. I also named it Lionheart. Now let's go quickly ditch all our stuff, maybe catch some more convoys, and let's hope my very aggressive and reckless officers don't kill themselves again. Now I wanted to tell you something interesting that happened last night. We had some loud neighbors upstairs, and eventually police showed up at like 2 in the morning, and after that, you know, it was all quiet and nice again. But then the police officers came to take statements and stuff, and while I was talking to Mr. Police Officer, the lady police officer was taking notes, and she was looking at me like I'm some kind of a weirdo, right? Now, I wasn't quite sure exactly why she was doing that, but then when I went to sleep, I think I figured it out. You see, I was wearing my like really old pajamas, at least the bottom. It's like my 3rd or 4th pajamas, but they were, you know, the ones I had on. And let's just say that those pajamas are so old and so threadbare, they're basically see-through. So yeah, there's a good chance she saw some stuff through. No wonder she thought I was probably a weirdo. But look, it was like 2 in the morning. Let's be real, I was not thinking straight. Also, there is so many of these mercantile convoys just fleeing from me everywhere. I mean, I can't even carry all your shitty food anymore. These guys should have more valuable stuff, to be honest. Well, I'm sure people at Umbra will be happy to receive all my help. Oh, we actually have enough money to order a victory. I don't think we will. I don't think unless we capture one ourselves that I'm gonna grab that, because I don't think it fits that well. But Hraelsvager, yeah, that's Legion Infernalis. I think that one we want. As is tradition, that's gonna take 2 months to finish. In the meantime, we're gonna do a couple of refits. I'm gonna steal the Stachyon lens from my Sunder. I'm gonna steal this Stachyon lens from my Tiger Shark. Yeah, you guessed it right. We're putting tachyons on the Sky Splitter, and we're gonna put the hills back on these smaller ships. Now let's take our heavy armaments and let's take our marines and let's put them to good use. As I mentioned previously, I'm gonna go check out on Swarog because they are kinda out of the way and alone here. And we know that they do have a corrupted nanoforge installed into their orbital works. We're just gonna sneak in here. There's some hegemony patrols, and these guys do have a battle station. I do wanna see if I can catch up to this hegemony convoy. They have heavy armaments, so that would be useful to have. Oh, 223! Boys, that's gonna be useful. And there is now another mercantile convoy loading up heavy armaments. We're gonna wait for them. Actually, maybe we're not gonna wait for them because there's a bunch of HMI raiders now. What have I done to piss y'all off so much? I got them to pursue other pirates around here. Well, if the big fleets wanna take me down, I will first take down their smaller fleets, and I guess we'll have to deal with these guys. They have a lot of carriers, but that's about it. So we'll deploy our own carriers as well. Well, they sent one of their little ships to die in here instantly. And now here's a mess of fighters. Well, maybe the mess is, not the right word, but their biggest and best carrier is already burning. And I have to remember that my shields are very tiny. It's been a while since I actually flew a Sky Splitter, so yeah, there's a lot I need to get used to here. Surprisingly, their combat freighters are actually taking quite a long time to die. I will not be recovering these. I don't think we would really benefit from having them, but it should give us a nice bonus. Actually, if I could grab one of their Prometheuses, that would be pretty nice. Alas, no luck. These guys have like really good cargo capacity though, but it's not really something I am looking for. And I leveled up again, so it means I have 1 skill point, but I'm gonna be saving this one because if I want system expertise, I need to spend 2 points. Also, I see we're getting rid of more demods. Titan Uranus is now fully demod-less. Just Lionheart. Lionheart needs a bunch of help. Now, let's check in on the Swarog station. The battle station does have a couple of defenders. Now, since I had some extra points because we built in a new thing, I added extended shields to Lionheart. Also, I can't say I'm a fan of what my Mora on the side there is doing, but luckily it did manage to pull back. Now my Tiger Shark is going close and personal, which is a great idea since it's a ship with a very long beam. Yeah, it should totally go close and personal. Well, it died, but also this section of the station died, which is gonna make things easier for us now. Oh, that's another section gone and done. It feels like my Moras are still trying pretty hard to die. And I guess it's not just the Moras. We are getting close here though. There you go. Now let's just deal with the crap. Let's grab back the Tiger Shark. Ooh, and we get a free Tachyon Lance for that. Yeah, love it. Now let's consider tactically bombarding Swarog. Yeah, let's do that. That did disrupt the military base and the heavy batteries. And then there's their orbital works with their corrupted nanoforge. Now you have 2 options. We could go and raid it for that nanoforge, or we could go and invade it. I think we're gonna do that. Now these guys do have some marines, they do have some heavy armaments, but mostly it's militia. I'm gonna deploy my first companies to refining and their military base and just try to hold these 2 places. Now we wait and we see. There is still this fleet around here that's gonna try to intercept me. Now unfortunately we can only deploy a couple of ships, but I did send my Gremlin to capture that control point, which is then gonna allow us to deploy some more ships. Here comes their big main ship. It made a bit of a mistake of completely and utterly exposing itself. So yeah, that thing is now gone. It seems like these guys were so preoccupied if they could that they didn't think about if they should. And the Sky Splitter that I am flying has got a really good EMP potential because of course we have Tachyon Lances and my missiles as well are very EMP based. So everything I tend to fight kinda gets EMP'd real fast. Oh, and we can actually grab their Providence. That thing already has 3 S mods and just 2 D mods. You know what? Yeah, we're taking that. That is gonna kinda leave us a bit under crew capacity. So you're gonna have to mothball this bad boy for a bit. They did move a lot of their heavy armaments in support of refining and military base, but I can deploy more troops. And I'll also go and I'm gonna inspire my troops. We are definitely winning now. Oh, but the defenders are also inspiring. Refining and military base are ours. Oh, there's a mercantile convoy doing stuff here. No, that's not allowed. These city guys think that this is normal day. It's definitely not a normal day for anybody on this planet. I think this is gonna be the last turn. Swarog now belongs to the pirates. And these guys also have Swarog shipyards over here that now belong to the pirates, where they are putting out some cool weapons, it seems. Of course, Swarog is gonna have some issues with rebellions and recent unrest and such, but hey, now they have orbital works with at least a corrupted nanoforge. Now, of course, I'm a nice guy, so I am gonna go and I'm gonna help them with the rebellion problem. I'm gonna give them 500 supplies, let's say 100 heavy armaments and 100 of my marines. Now we can grab decently cheap crew over here, which means that then we can actually try and refit this one. Actually, we're probably gonna go back to our friendly pirates where we have all the weapons. These guys at the Swarog shipyards are also selling some really nice ships, aren't they? Oh, and on the pirate military, they have the ED shipyards ships. That's a Gurlindale. This thing's got the special swap. I remember seeing this ship ages ago. It was one of the tournaments, and these were really fun. They also have Dobermans, which have basically a wall of weapons in front. Well, now I'm very happy I took this over for the pirates. Now, I'm gonna let the pirates deal with this themselves. We're gonna go back to Umbra to unload all the weapons and such we got, and maybe hunt down a couple of mercantile convoys in the way. Oh, that's extra heavy armaments for me. Love it. Oh, there's some bloody church convoys with fuel and marines. Can we have that, please? Now, about that pajama pants story, before you think I'm some kind of a weirdo, there is really only one reason why I had those crappy pants. I was wearing my proper pajamas earlier, but then when the neighbors were, you know, causing a bunch of noise and such, I went to knock on their doors, and the smell that came from that place, well, let's just say that my pajamas smelled really bad after that, and I had to change them, even though I was just standing out in the hallway. So this was my, trust me, I'm not a weirdo, I promise. It's interesting how when you kill a bunch of ships and destroy them, there's no marines there, huh? It's almost like they all floated into the space. Poor Umbra's got food shortage, probably because somebody, I don't know who, keeps on killing merchants out there. So our new Providence, I equipped with a bunch of anti-shield stuff up front, some sledge guns for suppression. We got a gravity hammer, which is a Luolan anti-shield weapon that I've not tried before, but apparently damage against shields is further doubled. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And then for anti-armor, we got this Anumi super heavy cannon from the Great Houses of Cassadar, and then on the other side, a Hurricane Merv, a bunch of PD, everything we could slap on it. It's actually kind of solid. And it's got lower DP, also I named it Heart of Iron, by the way, lower DP and induction ammo feeders, which I feel like is kind of better than what our Nibelung is offering us over here. So we're gonna store Nibelung for a bit, and we're gonna keep Heart of Iron with us. Of course, we also got our Hrelsvelger made for us here. I named it Alpha Omega, and we got some HVDs up front for anti-shield pressure. We got a bunch of missiles. I would put more harpoons on it, but I just didn't have them. Then we have a bunch of longbows, some Draconarius fighters from Imperium, and some Claw fighters. And for now, we're gonna put our 14 Battle Group Legion into storage as we go around. Actually, before we travel, we're gonna try something else. We have an option to establish a settlement. One settlement in the whole universe, or I guess in the whole sector. And since we are constantly spending time here at Umbra, why not do it here? We're gonna have to pay the pirates a bit, but you know what? Why not? And now here we can choose where we're gonna build. There is some ore here where we can build a refinery, and it's estimated how much we're gonna earn from that. And there's a lot of volatiles around, which would give us even more money. So you know what? Let's go on one of these volatile sites, and let's establish the settlement. Now our storage has transferred over here, which is great. And same for our fleet, for the ships that we left behind. Now we have a couple of plots we can use here, and on one of these we are building a landing pad. Now for the rest of these plots we can build a couple of things. So refining, it's gonna cost us 100k, but eventually it's gonna give us some money back, so might as well start building that. And then if you scroll down, we got a trading post, a shipyard, ordnance manufacturing, stockpiles, maintenance base, specialized training, hyperspace beacon, logistics base, and headquarters. I think for now we're just gonna queue up a stockpile as well, so we don't need to pay the monthly fees for the ships that we have stored over here, and it's gonna also get us some supplies, fuel, and heavy machinery every month, which is gonna be useful. Now we also have a bunch of requisition bonds to spend, and I'm actually gonna queue up Gloom, which you guys have told me that it's a really good quality of life ship because of its dry-filled compressor. At the same time, our commission supervisor wants to buy another Imperial ship, and we have this Praetorian. We had it for a while, it died a lot of times, it's got some demods. We're gonna sell it 69k. I feel like that's kind of worth it. So I was looking through our potential new targets, and I'm thinking, you know what, since we went after the independence, you know, Maxios is also a target with a corrupted nanoforge, and that is already a system that's got pirate presence. That is just an orbital station, a station that nobody is defending. A station that is already overloading. Yeah, that poor thing stands not a chance. Let's orbitally bombard their ground defenses. I have a feeling this invasion is not gonna take too long. Looks like they put most of their strongest troops to hold the mining. I have a feeling that that is not gonna last too long. Nope. Oh, look how much good stuff they left me out here. Station King, I hope you are happy. There's also an officer, reckless one, that doesn't really make me happy, but you know what? We need more officers, and I'm just gonna mentor her to be aggressive. We got a lot of food, and apparently Swarog is starving, so we're gonna deliver that down there. And while this place is now slightly disrupted, these guys at least have another place with orbital works and a corrupted nanoforge. There's also an operative here in the bar, and I'm gonna hire her, and I'm gonna tell her to work on counter-insurgency over here, so the independents are not gonna be, well, rebelling here. I mean, in this system over here, there's also a Tritactian station, and it's just an orbital station as well. What if we invaded Tibicena as well? I mean, this one doesn't have orbital works or anything like that, at least I don't think so, but I bet the pirates would appreciate it nonetheless. I mean, this place is a Freeport. Yeah, I'm sure pirates would appreciate it. Let's nuke their ground defenses and patrol HQ. Somehow these guys have even less troops than the independents had. You're gonna see how this is gonna go. Actually, it's going real well. After the first turn, this is basically all they have left. Oh, they're getting some help. I don't know if that's gonna work. Nope. That did not work. Alright, Cabal is here. I can actually pay them 45k and they will let me on their market. Oh, very nice. Do you have anything interesting right now? How about ships? Oh, Cabal's got some interesting ships. Very expensive ones, but if you put 2 Tachyon lances on the Starlight Odyssey, yeah, it absolutely slaps. You do have to kind of broadside though to make them work, but otherwise it's really good. They are not pirates though, so we're not buying their ships. Although Magic Star System is completely piratey now. Now let's go deliver that food quickly. Oh, and look at that, pirates are launching suppression fleets, so they're doing something right. Hey yo guys, I know you have a big deficit of food. Here it is. Actually, apparently I had a ton of food and ore here in the storage from when we conquered this place. So I guess I got even more good stuff for you guys. I also have a mercenary officer. Please tell me you're good. Aggressive? Level 5, you know what? We'll take you. Also, since I'm a nice person, I'm gonna help and I'm gonna deliver this package, a pacification package, just trying to make sure this unrest, rebellion, and food shortage goes away, so everything can go back to normal. Poor pirates have no idea what's gonna happen when I start conquering everything for them. They're gonna have unrest and rebellion problems for days. Ooh, the Tritech is invading Tibicena back. Oh, they're already in system? I didn't even notice. We're gonna need to move there quickly and help them out. We can't have the filthy Tritech taking back what is rightfully theirs, I guess. Okay, that is some big carriers. I accidentally deployed my Hyperion. That was definitely not the plan for this battle, but I'm sure it will be able to do just fine. Their first big ships are arriving now. Oh, and that one is close to overloading already. Some of these could be fun if you could recover them. This is a very, very long and slow battle. So far, their biggest carriers were just hanging back, but now they are coming back. This Spire is capable of dishing out quite a lot of damage, but if I can somehow squeeze past my ships, maybe I'll be able to help there, because I feel like it is ready to go down, which means we can now focus on the rest of their little ships. And I know they still have a bunch of big carriers. Oh, that is a Kronos coming right at us. Kronos is, can be very dangerous. If you remember in the last series, we had to deal with one that basically almost killed half of our fleet, but that was pretty early on. Once this Doom is gone, we're gonna be living much easier life. Oh, and there's their next Astral. Probably pretty dangerous to have all of their Astrals stacked up over here together, but somehow our Providence is just tanking all their lasers. Let me help, buddy. Let me help. If we can take down at least one of their Astrals, the victory should be ours. That should make this battle much easier. We killed a lot, but they still have enough ships for us to not be able to disengage. But it is kind of unlucky for these guys that we still have plenty of ships we can send against them. And that gives me an opportunity to drive this beauty again. I guess I should say fly, not ride or drive, right? Somehow we lost 0 ships in this whole battle. I know this is gonna make us slow, but I think it's down we grab a Prometheus. And I'll have your heavy armaments as well, thank you. Tri-tech invasion failed. Hey, I still want some of the stuff. Get back here. Give me an Atlas as well. So now we have 2 new tankers and freighters, Blind Faith and Great Expectations. Hopefully pirates can now protect themselves over here. I mean, they are launching more suppression fleets. And Penelope Star has been colonized by Bloody Church. Oh, isn't that cool to see? If you don't know, we spent the whole last series basically building up Penelope Star to be like the greatest star system ever. Maybe you should check it out. It was a total blast. Now, there's only one reason why we returned to this place. Actually, there's more reasons, but right now we're not selling them guns because we actually need them. We're just selling them drugs because we're nice people. We wouldn't want to put guns into terrorists' hands, right? No, we are nice people. Now, I was looking at the S mods again, and Lionheart's got a lot of XP, but already has 2 built-in mods. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase the ship S mod limit from 2 to 3, which is gonna cost us 2 story points. And I'm gonna extend the shield coverage even more. One of the bigger suggestions from you guys was that we should conquer prison Freeport for the pirates. I think that would be kind of fun. But first, I think we're gonna go check up on our settlement, see what happened there. Maybe catch some mercantile convoys along the way. We have not fought Luolan before, so this could be interesting. Oh, they have circles. Circles look cool. Holy shit, they destroyed that poor falcon. Now we're just gonna have to destroy them back, unfortunately. This wasteland seems pretty dangerous, although, well, I guess now it's pretty dead. That thing's fast. Holy shit, look at it zoom. Oh, no, it just exploded. Never mind. We actually have the chance to recover the fast one. I like the idea of that. And you know what? This way of Slender as well. Even though we might be slightly over fleet capacity, but that did give me a level up, and I have the 2 skill points that I wanted now. So let's get system expertise. Now let's quickly pop to Umbra. And since I do want to test these 2 new ships, we're just gonna have to leave some of the older ones behind. Maybe it's time to get rid of the mule. We haven't really been using it, and maybe some of the drams as well, sure. And we have built the stockpile, the refinery here, and of course the landing pad. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a maintenance bay. Basically, this is gonna reduce the supply amount per ship and also makes our ships, if lost in combat, almost always recoverable. Yeah, that's worth 100k. Oh, we also have that gloom. Yeah, we should take it out of storage. We got the salvage gantry from this one, that dry fueled compressor. So that should be useful. Now I see these Luolan ships have something really special. Basically, the attack mod Frenzy here is gonna eat the hull when it's high flux to reduce the flux, and then when the flux has been reduced, it's gonna bring back 80% of the hull consumed. I can see why some of these ships exploded on their own. And this one's got a plunder attack mod, which basically steals the hull to heal itself. So I'm testing these ships, and they are really playing it on the edge. Look at the hull here. I'm not sure if these are ships that I'd want to have. They might be very fun for a quick fight, but for a prolonged fight, I don't feel like this is fun. So I think we're gonna remove the attack mods here. Yeah, no, I feel like it's working pretty damn well this way. Could be indeed fun to fly as well. Maybe once we get rid of all of these D mods. I feel like the second one is, it could be very fun. Because it can be really fast when you turn on its systems. And it's got a built-in energy weapon. We gotta keep them, and we're gonna hope they do not kill themselves. But in any case, we have a lot of D-mods to fix now. Actually, these are not very expensive, like 370k? Yeah, you know what? Sure, let's do that. And we gotta name them the Gab and Hot Potato. Now, while I was going here to Prison Freeport, I found the salvage fleet. Look at this tanker. Holy shit, it's a big tanker. It's got 9,600 fuel capacity. That's pretty good. For instance, Prometheus has got 3,000 fuel capacity. Let's see if we can steal that. Let's see if I can manage not to kill myself with a new ship. That is always a challenge, you know? It is extremely maneuverable though. Look at this. Yeah, I do love that. I haven't quite figured out yet what exactly the circle around my ship means, but I bet it's something real good. Now, only their nibbling really remains here. Unfortunately, we cannot get that big tanker. Actually, of course, because it retreated. Hey, give that back. I want it. There it is. There's my ship. I would like to have this, please. Yeah, I know it might take a while for me to blast it open, but there it is. No ship recovery. This is sad. This makes me sad. And it's not floating anywhere. Oh, come on. Now, let's sneak into Prison Freeport. Oh, that's a Star Fortress, huh? I also caught up to an ED force over here who's got this beautiful Basenji. This thing's got surveying equipment. It's got high resolution sensors. It's got auxiliary fuel tanks, solar shielding. Yeah, this is a cool ship. Oh, but it survived. You bastard. Get back here so I can love you. There you go. I didn't get a chance to recover it. This is sad again. Now, I'm just gonna let my ships repair here. And then I think we'll be ready to at least try taking over Prison Freeport. These guys just brought reinforcements. That's cheating. How dare you? Maybe I can bait them out. Ooh, I did find the supply fleet. Get back here, you bastards. I want your tanker. They did not give me their tanker. Got another fleet. Oh, now we can get a Basenji from these. Hell yeah, we're taking this guy. Now I just need to get these guys to move away from the station somehow. I wonder if they're waiting for reinforcements. Oh, well, the smugglers are the reinforcements. That's my organs now. The question is, are you far enough away from the Freeport? Oh, yes, you are. Okay. They do have some strong ships, but all the ships have a lot of D-mods. So my main hope is that we can capitalize on that. And then I made a mistake of putting a Heron in the front line. That's probably not a good idea, buddy. Yeah, indeed, it was not a good idea. Now, I just need to somehow catch up to this Kronos. And then this battle is gonna be won. Oh, very nice. We got some autopost lasers. I have a ship back at home that I want to put that on. And if you now can quickly repair, then we can engage the Prison Freeport. They do have a couple of defenders on their side, but I'm sure we got this, right? Right, they've got mines. I see my Moras are already hurting. I think it would be probably smarter if we had a bit more range away from the station, but you know what? Point blank is fine as well, sure. I mean, who needs all of these Moras, right? Actually, we're doing pretty amazing looking at this. We only lost one Mora, and the station is almost already down. We just have to deal with this little part, and hell yeah. The new Llewellyn ships are doing great on the sides, just raiding their forces. I'm happy we picked them up, and I'm happy we didn't go too insane with them. Give me the Unsinkable 2 back. Oh, give me the Tachyon Lances as well, and give me a free level up. I don't get a point to level up, but my officers do. And missile specialization for the person flying the Hraeswager? Hell yeah. Now let's tactically bombard their batteries and patrol HQ. Yeah, I think we have quite a lot of power. Let's proceed. Oh, I'm not afraid of these defenses. This looks good. Now we wait and see if these guys get any help. It seems like they put pretty much all of their strongest units trying to defend light industry. Yeah, I don't think that was a great idea. Oh, the maintenance base have been built in my settlement as well. I'm not sure exactly how much that helps us every month, but nothing's gonna help these defenders anymore, I don't think. There it is, boys. The Prison Freeport is now piratey. And good thing we got those harvested organs for them, because they have a little bit of a shortage here. Yeah, war is good business. We now also have access to a high-end cellar for weapons. And of course for ships, if you wanted to. Now pirates are gonna have to deal with a slight rebellion here. I'm gonna leave them like, I don't know, 500 supplies and 100 heavy armaments to deal with this. And I'm happy to say that at the start of this episode, the pirate share of ship hulls was 3%. Now it's 15%. I think I've done a good job here. Now it's time we go and we plan the war ahead. Because our main enemy has gotten more markets than they had at the start. And they're invading more stuff now. And we cannot let that happen. The war with hegemony was coming, but the pirates needed strengthening first. With the help of Captain Propanius, they now controlled a much higher part of the ship market. But it wasn't nearly enough. It was also clear they couldn't fight the war on many fronts. So maybe it was the best to really embrace the pirate way again and begin stealing from the rich and making themselves even richer in the process.